Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually set up a third-party integration with 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 using Webhook. So in this specific tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can set up a webhook in case you want to connect this to maybe a third-party email service provider so that you don't have to use 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, Mailgun. So essentially, I use ConvertKit now, formerly ConvertKit. You may be using ActiveCampaign or MailChimp. The process will be the same. Okay, so first things first is, in order to do this, you have to go into your workflow. So I already have this workflow set up, but I'm going to go back a step just so you guys can start from the beginning. So if you don't already have a workflow, you'll just hit create workflow, or then you could set up your triggers or whatever. But I already have a workflow going. So I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to go in here and add a workflow. So essentially with this workflow, when someone purchases this test product, I'm actually assigning them to a user. I'm adding a tag within 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, or FG funnels, and then I'm also granting them access. So in addition to granting them access to the course within FG funnels, I also want to add them to my email list and send them an onboarding sequence within Kit. So in order to do that, what I want to do is add a webhook down here. So in order to do that, let me hit this. All I'm going to do is hit this plus sign here, and I'm going to select the action that I want to add. And what I want to do is add a webhook. So I'm just going to click webhook. And then since we're going to be sending information from FG funnels to ConvertKit, then we want to make sure we give this a name. We're going to say test correct tag. I'm going to say tag added in Kit, right? And so we're sending information to Kit. So the method is going to be post, because we're sending information from Funnel Gorgeous and FG funnels to ConvertKit, right? And so you can see under this, we also have where it says URL, and then we're going to have to actually go into our Zapier. I'm using Make in order to create the webhook and get the link for this. So I'm going to be using Make. I'm already logged into my account, and over here, I'm just going to hit create new scenario. The first thing that I want to do is give my scenario a name. I like to keep the name consistent. Test correct tag from FG funnels to Kit, right? We're going to name it. And then the first thing that I want to do is set up my source connector. So I'm going to hit the big plus sign. Again, you will follow the same process if you're creating a Zap. And then I'm going to select webhook, and then I'm going to do custom webhook. So now that I have custom webhook, what I want to do is actually add new, and then I'm going to name my webhook. This is going to be test correct tag. And again, I try to be consistent from FG to Kit. And then now what I want to do is just hit the save button. And when I hit save, you can see that it actually gives me a URL here. So what I want to do is copy this URL, and then we're going to paste this back in FG funnel so we can actually set up our webhook and test the connection. So I'm going to hit copy address to clipboard, and then we're going to go back to FG funnels, and I'm going to paste that link here. And then I'm just going to hit save action. And then we're going to save our workflow. And then now that we have that saved, I'm going to hit this test workflow button. So let me hop back over to Make, and you can see that with our webhook, we have this stop here, and it just looks like it's polling, right? It's listening for information, but it hasn't received anything yet. So I'm going to hop back over to FG Funnels, and I'm going to hit test workflow, and then I'm just going to select a name to test. We're going to do, I don't remember, one of these has a phone number and one of them doesn't. So hopefully this is one with a phone number. And you'll see why that's important in a second. And then hit test workflow. So now when I go back over to make, you can see instead of the stop and the little hourglass going, it says successfully determined. So now I'm going to hit OK. And I can add the destination for where I want to send this tag and information to. And so in this case, we're going to go to ConvertKit. I already have other scenarios set up connected to ConvertKit. So my API is already in here. If this is your first time using this, you will have to connect your API, and you can find this by going into your settings in ConvertKit and then clicking on API, and then just copy that secret API secret code, and then this will connect. So now that I have this connected, I'm going to go to add a tag to a subscriber. This is what we use for triggers over in ConvertKit, essentially. And then I'm going to select the tag that I want. So I don't actually have a tag for this. Do I have any test tags? No. So I'm going to do this. So we're going to say that we're going to add this 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 interest tag. Okay, just for this sake of this tutorial, because I didn't set up a tag for this. So now now that I have the tag that I want to be added, what I want to do is just go ahead and map the other values that I want to bring over. So you can set up custom values, these fields here. I'm going to use that last name, but we're not going to worry about these other ones because these are custom fields from another tool. So essentially what I want to do is map the data from the webhook and FG funnels to the fields that it correlates with in ConvertKit. It will be the same whether you're using ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, whatever. You want to just map these values. We like to use the parsed out name in case you're personalizing your emails. And then did the phone number come over? No, the phone number didn't, but essentially that's why I like to use a test name that has the phone number, so I can add that as well. But you can always add that later. So I'm just going to select the tag that I want to add, and then I don't think you have to select it down here, but I like to select it in both places just to be efficient, right? Or if you want to add multiple tags, you can do that as well. So now that I have my destination connector set up, I'm just going to hit save. And now that I have saved this, we're going to turn this on to run immediately. And we've also named it. So the only thing left to do is to actually test this workflow all the way through. So I'm going to go back to FG funnels. And then over here, I'm just going to hit my test workflow button again. And then we're going to grab one of our test names and then run test. So now when I come back over here, you can see that this webhook is live. It is running. And essentially, it should have also populated our test patient's information. Test patient. I'm so used to being in the IT world. Our test customers information in ConvertKit. All right, so now when I go over to Kit and I go to our test name that we added, you can see that when we go down to their tags, that the 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 interest tag has been added in ConvertKit. So we know that our webhook is working. So there you have it. That is how you can actually set up a webhook in Funnel Gorgeous that connects to a third-party email service provider, especially if you are using ConvertKit. But again, you can do this process with any email service provider, and you can also do this exact process using Zap instead of Make.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot sit down. Money called to be rich and be free.